in this scrimmage?
I'm fortunate we've got 2 weeks left to get better. We were sloppy out there on offense. We started off well. We got into rhythms, but we had way too many penalties, way too many drop balls. You can't effectively run an offense when you do those kind of things. We did good things at times, but we shoot ourselves in the foot. On the flip side, defense didn't start well, but they finished well. We did a lot of situational work. We had a goal line series coming off the one, end of half, red zone. So we got a lot of good work in, a lot of good things to teach off of, but we got to get things cleaned up next week.
When you have a lot of first and second year players on the offense, what can you do to speed up that process to avoid this kind of mistakes?
You got to hold them accountable. You got to go out and play. We've done more live reps this fall camp than we've done since I've been here. We got to grow up and get better. And the only thing you got to do is keep working hard.
Likewise, what can you say about your defense today?
I like how they compete. I think they're very, very physical again. We had a breakdown in coverage on the second play of the game. We gave up a big play. But after that, I think the coverage was pretty tight. We had good pressure on the quarterbacks. For the most part, we tackled well. So we'll go into where there were some breakdowns and we'll get a chance to grade it. But overall, I thought they, after the first series, played pretty well.
Your first impression, what was the biggest thing that was different from what the public saw last week?
Well, the biggest difference is we had way too many penalties and drop balls. When you shoot yourself in the foot like that, the defense doesn't have to execute. And we've got to get that cleaned up.
What happens now going forward? When do you get into Nebraska prep? What's the timeline for that?
We'll start springing Nebraska in early on Tuesday, but we're still, into our camp mode until the end of the week.
What did you think about today?
We didn't start as fast as we did last week. We gave up a big pass play, and I'll take part of the blame. I thought that they was going to run some shorter routes, and they ran deeper routes, and that put us in probably a tough coverage. So we got to get them on the ground and go on to the next snap. But I thought they flew around. We missed way too many tackles though.
Today, as far as getting your first team reps or the younger guys reps, or just what was the focus today?
It was very similar to last week. We want to try to get all of them, not equally, but I did a lot of rotation in the first group and put some second team guys in there, see what they handle. Like Jalen played some with the ones and played some of the young corners, Mike Bell and Juju with the ones at times. So it's good to see them respond when they play with the big guys.
And what about scrimmage 3? What happens then with your reps?
Well, scrimmage 3 is really going to be more of a mock scrimmage for us and more game type situations, and it won't even be a live deal, so it's not going to be.
What needs to improve from now till Nebraska?
No doubt, tackling. We got to get better tackling. We miss way too many tackles. Too many shoulder tackles. We got to wrap people up.
And there's always a balance of getting your tackling in but not wanting to hurt anybody. Just how do you balance that in practice here?
Well, again, we'll just teach the technique, and we do tackling circuits, and so we just got to continue to do that, teaching the technique of fundamentals of tackling.
The freshmen that have impressed, are you starting to get an idea of who's going to be on the team or the travel team and who might be redshirting at this point?
Well, after the evaluation of this video, we'll have more on there for us who can help us play, who can't. So after some that will be redshirting, there'll be some that'll play.
All right, thank you.
We're learning some things. There's a lot of stuff to learn, and it's fundamental and it's schematic. So while we put a few more things together and did a much better job than last week.
What did you do over this past week you attribute that to?
Just getting more reps, more fast reps. We're doing some live inside run and a couple more live drills, and you got to get fast looks for those guys. It's about who to block and it's about how to block them. And I thought the effort was really good, and I'm seeing some young guys improving and learning and making progress. It's good.
Been hearing a lot about interchanging players at different positions. How much of that is possibly using that in the games, or just having a backup plan if you lose a guy?
Well, you got to develop guys, and we're going to find the 5 best guys that are going to play, and if 3 of them are tackles, then 1 of them will be a guard. Or if there's 2 centers that could play, 1 of them will be a guard. So it's just a matter of trying to get the best combination of 5, and then they also learn it at a deeper level.
How do you teach physicality in that mindset?
That's a good question, but it's you do it in drills. There are certain drills that we have that are going to be more physical drills, and finish and effort is emphasized in drills. and video and the way we grade them and those kind of things. That is the first thing we got to do is know who to block. I talked about the who, the how, and the why. And the who is who we're going to block. The how is how we're going to do it fundamentally and effort-wise. And so that's a big emphasis. The one thing we're going to see is we're going to see guys physical and playing hard and finishing.